Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to day 2 here at the Charles C Deam Wilderness. Pretty good morning so far. If you can tell, the sun is out. It's actually brighter and prettier now than it was the entire day yesterday. We saw a brief shower last night between 1 and 3. I'm not sure exactly what time it was. It was enough that it woke me up. I acknowledged it was raining, went back to sleep. Probably only lasted maybe 5-10 minutes. It wasn't that bad. So, and it definitely wasn't heavy. It's kind of funny. I actually woke up about 4:30. I'll show you. You can imagine I'm in my hammock here. And I was sleeping. And by this point, the moon had gone down, so it was really, really dark. You could just barely see shapes. And the sound, like I said, was out this direction. Well, I saw this tree and thought it was someone standing there. So that kind of startled me awake, and it took me about 30 minutes to get back to sleep. But I slept till about 8:15 or so after that. So pretty good night of sleep, probably about 8 hours. And like I said, for the most part, very comfortable. Alex said they were comfortable. They didn't even get chilly at all, so that works out really good. And like I said, beautiful morning. We've got a little bit of a pack up. We're going to grab some breakfast. We're both eating some oatmeal, and then we're heading down to the lake. Got about a 2.5 mile hike out this direction. So guys, we're on the trail now. We're heading down the Peninsula Trail, heading towards the beach of Lake Monroe. It's about 11:20, so we've been up a little while and feeling pretty good. Had a pretty decent breakfast. Both of us had a granola bar. I had a hefty serving of oatmeal. Alex ate dry ramen.
I did.
So
chicken ramen's the best, by the way. Beef has a weird flavor, and shrimp is absolutely disgusting dry, so chicken's the best.
yeah, Alex likes the dry ramen because they do. They even do that at home sometimes after having it on trail before. So sometimes it's just easier to slap that out and eat it. I really don't do that. I don't care for the cheap instant ramen noodles like that. I like the more expensive ones. I don't know, guys. It's a texture thing for me. I think the instant ones get a little starchy. That's why I don't really eat them on trail. But we do have the Chinese noodles, which basically is a ramen noodle, but the noodle in it is a little bit thicker, and they don't seem to get as starchy. So that's what I'm eating today for lunch. So we got some downfall right here, guys. This may have come down last night, guys. We heard something break this direction. And this is very, very recent. I wouldn't be surprised this is what come down last night when we heard it.
Yeah.
Because we heard a break during that windstorm and something fall this direction. So we're banking. This is what fell last night, right across the trail. It had to be, it couldn't be in the middle of the woods. It had to be on the trail.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's what you do when you hike. You crawl across crap. You good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Woods are very pretty today, and a little muddy in spots, but I think it'll be okay. It's had plenty of time to dry off since last night, and this should be a pretty fun hike in over to the lake. I'm looking forward to being over here for the day. We are hoping to do a fire tonight if it doesn't rain, and looking at it, there's really not much of a chance of rain today according to what we saw. It's just gonna be very hot. Right now the temperature is 77. The real feel in the sun is 95. The humidity is about 85%, and that's actually supposed to go up a little bit throughout the day. So we're expecting to be pretty warm, but with not much hiking and only a little bit of camp chores, mainly gathering wood and cutting wood up, shouldn't be too bad of a day. And like I said, we get a little overheated, we can always go jump into the lake and rinse off some. So guys, this is a nice wide open area right here. Kind of cool. Slowly making our descent down over here to the lake. Because from Site 12 to the beach, 99% of it is downhill or flat. In fact, we have yet to see even a small incline. Yeah, this is where it circles back. This is the most substantial elevation gain right here when we top this hill of the Peninsula Trail as you head over towards the lake. And that's what we're getting ready to do. And then after that, if memory serves me, most of it's flat going forward. So that's pretty cool. Wide open area right here though. This would have been a good place for them to put a site as well, but they did not designate an area like that right through here. Of course, if I remember correctly, I think there actually is a site over here that's hiker made, which you're not supposed to do, but I do remember seeing that. It looks like it may be overgrown now, so maybe they came in and took that site out, or it's just not been used, and people actually have been following the rules. But I figure I film this area because it is a pretty area. Very beautiful day, guys. Nice and sunny. Sky's blue with a few of the puffy white clouds in the air. But yeah, this is our substantial, you call it substantial, incline right here, decline today that we will have to do. But it really is not that bad, and it doesn't last very long. We're less than a tenth of a mile from the end of the trail where our site will be for the night. We've moved this trail, haven't recorded a lot because of it. Done this in about well, right now we're just under an hour, so by the time we get there, probably about an hour and 5 minutes. And it is 2.6 miles from that site, so that's a pretty good little pace. Moving right along. Trail has been kind of uneventful. I mean, you know, typical woods walking. Little muddy in spots. We did go through the area where the tornado was a few years ago that I spoke of on the last video I was here. It's overgrown pretty decent now. You can't really even tell so much other than the simple fact there's no larger trees there. There have been a number of downfalls that we've crossed. Yeah, there's a site right here. Alex is looking at it. That's got a nice fire ring, guys. That's actually built up from the last time I was here, so that's kind of cool. But there have been a number of downfall across the trail that we figured come from last night. Every bit of it was green, and the leaves actually look healthy. So, if not last night, definitely in the last month. Well, last week, because like I said, I mean, the leaves look like they were brand new leaves. So, they hadn't been down very long because they hadn't even started wilting. And yeah, we are pretty much here at the end of the trail, guys. If you remember last time, you do have the signs right here. You have this one. I think there's one a little bit further down. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the lake. Really awesome. Actually, it's really overgrown compared to last time. All this it wasn't even grown over. If you remember correctly, there was a site right there, over there, and that's where that tent was that someone had left, and it's of course overgrown now. I hope the site that I stayed in last time is not overgrown as well. But there's your lake, guys. Very, very pretty. Still an awesome sight when you come out to it. And that's our beach area, Alex. Oh no, wait a minute. Right over here is where that site was. That's where that tent was left by somebody. And we could actually camp there if you wanted. Where I camped last time was right up in here.
Oh, following this trail?
Yeah. We'll go take a look and see what we think about it, if you like it. It is a little bit more overgrown. Of course, it's later in the year than it was last time. That's a thorn bush. Hopefully this site isn't so overgrown you can't camp in it. Wow. Still a beautiful lake, guys. I love this lake. I like being at this site. This is actually site 19 right here, guys. This is where we stayed. I stayed last time. What'd you think, Alex? Good? We got our 3 trees. Yeah, there's a little bit of trash. We'll scoot that to the side. I would pack that out, but guys, that's going to be very heavy. We'll just scoot it right over there. Maybe somebody else can come in and get it, but this is actually built up. This was not like this when I was here last time. So if we can find wood, we're good. Now there actually is another site over there, but I just like this one where it's elevated.
Yeah.
And this is an actual official site, so it's not like we can't camp here. But guys, I believe we're home for the night. We're going to stay here, Site 19, here at Charles C Deam Wilderness. I think we're home for the night, guys. Like I said, Site 19, right here beside the lake. It's official. Yay! So we've got sites set up. Everything's kind of squared away. It's about 2 o'clock, so we're just kind of getting ready to start lunch. Heating up my water over here on the stump. That way it's a little bit easier to kind of get to and actually make my food. Alex is heating up over here. Got theirs going. Like I said, we're doing our Chinese noodles. I'll show you. This is what we use. Those are really good. They've got some neat seasonings with it and everything, and they're kind of spicy, so definitely looking forward to that for lunch. Go ahead and show you our setup. You know, we've got all of our relaxing stuff here, our seats and such. I've got my stuff kind of propped up here and spread out a little bit. Alex is over here in their hammock, and I'm over here in mine. We do have it propped up like this just to kind of give us a good view of the lake under here right now. They are calling for a possible thunderstorm about midnight tonight, and we will be lowering our rain flies down a little bit more to kind of accommodate that idea. But this is our site under here if we would happen to kind of crawl in the hammocks and just want to relax a little bit this afternoon. We are planning on going down and getting in the water here in a little bit and just kind of cooling off, rinsing off some of the dirt and stuff from the last night. And the hike in today where it was a little bit muddier. We are hoping to do a fire. This fire pit should be pretty good for a fire tonight because it definitely won't be wet down in there. A lot of drainage and everything. It's mainly stone. So as long as we can find wood, we plan on doing a fire tonight, but we'll see how that plays out. Beautiful, beautiful day so far though. They aren't calling for rain at all until midnight though, for real. And that's what we're kind of hoping for, is that we're hoping not to even see that, because they're saying it could be as much as a half an inch of rain if it would happen to do that. But I guess we'll hold off. We'll see what it looks like. And regardless, we're here. We're going to have a good time. And we'll just deal with the rain if it would happen to come, guys. Yeah, you get it maybe like 2 more steps. You should be good. About 7 o'clock here. Sun is starting to go down. I believe the sun goes down at 9:15 again tonight, so kind of cool. We've got plenty of daylight. We did, before we went out and kind of cooled off in the lake, Got a little bit of wood, so we should be able to get a little bit of a fire tonight. Probably 2-3 hours worth, which is about all we need. So we've got.
And we got some like salt and pepper packets in there.
Yeah, some goodness. Should taste pretty good if we decide to do those, but that's not actually going to be our dinner. We do have, like I said, the north sides. So we're going to eat that here in just a few minutes. Like I said, it's just a little after 7, about 10 after. But that felt really good. It was kind of nice to actually be out there. I didn't get it on film because we were actually out in the water, but there was actually a bald eagle flew across us a couple of times. Actually went this direction, and then it came back along the lake out this way. And it was a bald eagle because we got a really good view of it, the white head, the gold beak, and everything. So that was kind of neat. I've been kind of watching. If I happen to see it come back through, I'm gonna try to catch it on film for you guys. Can't guarantee anything. It depends on if it wants to come back through. But this should do us pretty good. Probably 1 or 2 sticks and branches at a time is about all we're looking to do because of the heat. It's more about ambience and just kind of having a good time. Plus, get a little smoke in the air because it is getting a little buggy here later in the day. But definitely don't need heat because we've been very hot all day. I looked at it. The heat index at the nearest town from here actually got to 108. Of course, that's out in the sun. Up in here, it wasn't quite so bad because it does get a little breezy, but it was pretty warm, especially doing that wood. It's pretty hot right about that time. But we're filtered up on water. We've got 5.5 liters between the two of us. We drank a liter while we were down there of electrolytes and then climbed in the water. Like I said, cooled off. That definitely helped the mood, got us feeling a little bit better. Yeah, I think we're going to get dinner going here maybe in the next 5-10 minutes and just kick back and relax, enjoy the night. Probably not even going to start the fire till about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Probably about the time it gets ready to get dark on us, guys. Dinner's wrapped up. It was really good. We both ate pretty much our full amount of food. Alex had what'd you say? It was a cheddar broccoli.
It was a cheddar and broccoli. It was a mixture of pasta and rice. And then we split a chicken packet, and I put half down in mine, and Dad put half down in his.
Yeah, and I had the teriyaki noodles. So really good dinner. I ate mine pretty quick. I was hungry. Alex took a few extra minutes to get theirs done, but not so bad. And we did eat it all, so definitely got our calories back up. We've had some water. Feeling really good tonight. Sun is going down. Like I said, about 9:15 is sunset. And right now we're looking at a few degrees left in the sky. Kind of cool.
You gotta get some sticks.
It don't need to be in there right this second. So guys, I got our fire going, if you can tell. Kind of cool. But a message to whoever was here before us, I do want to say the definition of leave no trace, ladies and gentlemen. Don't burn your tent if you don't want to carry it out in a fire pit. When we first got here, there was a canvas bag laying over here. We got to looking at it. It was like a Coleman tent bag that the zipper was broke on. They burnt their tent in this fire pit sometime recently because, of course, it's still there. That's one reason we moved our fire over here a little bit. If you tell, we're on this side of the fire pit versus this side. Guys, yeah, that's just horrible. That's something you shouldn't do. It almost made this fire pit unusable. And this is actually the official site here on the lake. I mean, there's multiple other sites, but this is the official one. So more than likely, somebody from the department, interior, whatever they have out this direction here in Indiana, will actually have to come out and clean that out. And that's going to be a job. And also, I just don't understand it, guys. There's no reason to burn your tent in a fire. For one, noxious fumes. Two, that's a waste of money. And two, I mean, maybe their tent failed and they just wanted to get rid of it, but still, you don't burn it in a fire pit in a national forest. It's just wrong, guys. The sun has officially gone down. It's starting to get dark. Really pretty sunset up over the lake, guys. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I know we enjoyed watching it sitting here. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, so far it's been a great night. There are a couple of boats still out on the lake. There's a pontoon boat right over here they're having a party. They're pretty loud. They've got some music playing, a lot of laughing and joking. I mean, it's cool right now. I just hope they're not doing that at midnight. Got our fire going really, really good now. Keeping it small like we normally do, especially here in the summer. Don't need a lot of heat. But it's gonna be good enough to develop some good embers, and we'll be able to scoot those underneath the grill here and bake these potatoes, which Alex is actually cutting up right now.
Hi.
It's just some new potatoes.
Yeah, I'm cutting them in half, and then I'm quartering the halves. So I guess they're technically into eighths, but so it'll cook easier, and just so it's not like super, super big bites,
I'll go ahead and show you real quick before it does get too dark to see that we did go ahead and modify our hammock setups over here. And what we've done is kind of move our rain flies pretty close to the ground here. They're still side by side, but should be okay. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light so you guys might be able to see a hair bit better here. Just a second. There you go. A little bit better. Got them real low to the ground on both sides, if you can tell. And they're very, very taut, so it should not blow around in the wind too much. And we should stay high and dry. I really think we should. And going to enjoy the night with the fire going, guys. But these potatoes should be really good. Looking forward to them. And just a pretty good night of relaxation over the next 2-3 hours, and then we're going to hit the bed and get ready for the trip tomorrow. So guys, we got those potatoes going over the fire. They're going to be really good here in a few minutes. Been kind of watching out this way. I do see some clouds developing, and I may have actually heard some thunder. I'm not sure. So we may actually end up with those storms like they were telling us we might. So I'm hoping that don't happen, but we'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. It's only about 9:30, 9:45, somewhere around that range. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully throughout the night we won't see too much rain. And even if we do, hopefully it won't be like a actual severe thunderstorm. But we'll keep you updated if anything goes on, guys. We've got everything kind of battened down for the night. Bear lines up, and all of our stuff is pretty much up under the rain fly. I've got to move my backpack under there, and that's the only last thing I've got to do. Everything's already in it, so it's just a matter of moving it over there and being done for the night. Potatoes turned out really good, tasted great. Still got a little bit of a fire going, but we only have maybe one more build up like this, and that'll be into the night. So yeah, probably about 11:30, midnight, we'll be in bed. Have noticed out this direction, out to the northwest, now moving towards the east, a thunderstorm. We've seen some lightning. But we looked at the radar. There actually is a thunderstorm, a band of them going through about 25 miles north of us. So that's what we're seeing. I'm not seeing anything actually out to the west of us that could be coming in on us. In fact, the band of storms that may give us a thunderstorm looks like it's actually breaking in half, and it may actually completely go around us on both sides. Been watching that radar kind of closely. If it does come in, we're looking at probably about 12:30, 1 o'clock, which we'll be laying down by then. If it comes in, we'll deal with it then, but I'm kind of hoping it just kind of goes around us and blows past us. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I think I'm gonna sign off for the night. Alex is finishing up stuff, getting contacts out, getting ready to lay down. Right over here. Good night.
Yeah. I'm about to brush my teeth.
Yeah, like I said, we're kind of finishing up everything, getting ready to lay down. If anything would happen throughout the night, I'll whip out a camera real quick. We'll record it a little bit, especially if it's kind of a thunderstorm or it gets a little crazy rain. Otherwise, we will see you in the morning, guys. Be up for day 3 here at the Charles C Deam Wilderness and a 5-mile hike out. Until then, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Take care.